So children, now we have the next question like this. Find the values of y for which the distance between the points p 2 comma minus 3 and q 10 comma y is 10 units. So we have to find the value of y wherein the distance between the 2 points, which is p and q, is already given 10 units. So how do we do it? Think over it. It's just very simple, like the previous problem which we did it. So now we'll use the same formula, which is nothing but the distance formula. So because we have PQ is equal to 10 units. So if PQ is equal to 10 units, so I will just write down the distance between PQ. So we have the coordinates there. So I'll use the formula, distance formula, which is nothing but x1 minus x2 whole square plus square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So we have PQ. So P is nothing but x1, which is 2 minus 10 whole square plus minus 3 minus y whole square, which is equal to 10 units. So I have to remove the square root. What did I do? What we'll do now? We'll just square on both the sides. So squaring on both the sides. So when we square on both the sides, what do we get? So the squares, 2 minus 10 square, which is minus 8 square, plus minus 3, I'll take out minus common here, so I get it as plus 3 plus y whole square, so this becomes plus, so which is equal to 10 square. So now this square and this root will get cancelled, so I get minus 8 square, which is 64 plus 3y whole square, which is equal to 100. Now I will simplify this one. So when I simplify this one, what do I get? So you can see here that I can write this 3 plus y whole square is equal to 100 minus 64. I just transformed 64 on the other side, which becomes minus 64. So now what do I have here? I will remove the square. If I remove the square, it becomes square root, or if I take the square root on both the sides, so I get it here 3 plus y, which is equal to square root of 100 minus 64. What is 100 minus 64? Which is nothing but 36. Square root of 36 is what? Plus or minus 6 now. So I have 3 plus y is equal to plus or minus 6. I can write it in two ways before that. Plus or minus 6 minus 3. So in two ways, that is plus 6 minus 3 and y is equal to minus 6 minus 3. So I have the y value. 6 minus 3 is nothing but 3. Y is 3 and y is equal to minus 6 minus 3 is minus 9. So I have two values of y, which is y is equal to 3 and y is equal to minus 9. So this is how you find it, the value of one missing coordinate. So how did you find the y coordinate? So we used it by distance formula, which is x1 minus square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So now let's move on to the next question what we have it. So now we are going to talk about the new formula, which is like section formula. So what is this section formula? So the section formula is nothing but it tells about a part of a line. So you can find if you have a line or a point like A and B. So distance between A, B is something. Let it be. So but if I have to find a point between these two, if I know the ratios, for example, if I can find, if I tell C is a point, so somewhere it is in the ratio of 2:1 or something. So let me consider the ratio as m1 is to m2. So now the point A is like x1 comma y1 and point B is x2 comma y2. So these are the 2 points x1 y1, which is like A and B, and C is a point which is xy. C is a point which is xy. So how are we going to find this point C? Find the point C by when we know the ratio which is m1 and which is the ratio which is m2, the ratio between these points. So how are we going to do? So we have the ratio, or we can have this, find this point C which is x y, which is equal to m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So to find the point, to find the coordinates of x of the AC, we have this formula m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 whole divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 whole divided by m1 plus m2. So this is about the section formula. So what about if C is a point, is a midpoint of AB? So we have a midpoint formula also is derived from this section formula itself. So we not worry. So we have directly that formula, we can write directly that formula is like x2 midpoint formula, which is nothing but x2 plus x1 divided by 2 comma y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So this is the formula, which is a section formula. If the ratios are given, this is the midpoint formula. If the coordinates are given, you can directly apply this and you can find it. So let's see, we will do the problems which is based on this. So here is a question which is based on section formula. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of -1, 7 and 4, -3 is in the ratio 2:3, which is nothing but again very easy. So there is a 2 points which is, we will consider it as A and B. So which is -1, 7 and B which is 4, -3. So there is a point, there is a point where somewhere which is in the ratio which is 2:3. I'll consider the point as C. So the ratio which is given here. So I will use the formula, the section formula, which is the point C which is x, y, which is m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 comma m1 y2 plus m1 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So by using this formula, I will simplify it. So the ratio which is given is 2:3, which is nothing but m1 is to m2. So to find the coordinates which is C as x, y, which is equal to m1. M1 I'll consider as 2:1, which is 2 into x2. So which is, this one is x1, y1, x2, y2. So now we have it as x2 which is 4 plus m2 which is 3 into x1 which is -1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 plus m2, which is 2 plus 3. Wherein now I have it as m1 again, 2 into y2, which is minus 3, plus m1, which is m2, which is 3 into y1 is 7 divided by 2 plus 3. So now 2 into 4, which is 8, plus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 divided by 2 plus 3, which is 5. 2 into minus 3, which is minus 6, plus 3 into 7, which is 21 divided by 2 plus 3, which is 5. So now 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is what? 5. 5 by 5. And I have it as minus 6 plus 21. What is minus 6 plus 21? Minus 6 plus 21. It's very simple. You have just subtracted it. What will you get it? You get it as 15 by 5. So when you simplify this further, 5 by 5 is 1. 15 by 5 is 3. So the coordinates of C is nothing but 1, 3. The coordinates of C is nothing but 1, 3. The coordinates of C is nothing but 1, 3. Isn't it easy, children? So we have just started by we did it by using the section formula. So this is the section formula. If you have to find the point between the two given points, so we can use if the ratios as given, m is to m2, so we can find m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1 divided by m1 plus m2. So using this section formula, we will get a point between any 2 points. Is this clear? Thank you. So this is the next question. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining 4, minus 1 and minus 2, minus 3. So I have to find the coordinates of the points of trisection. So how do I find the trisection here? So to understand this, let us draw a line over here to understand this. So we have a point, let us assume A, and we have another point which is B, or so this is a line AB. In this line AB, this is a trisection. Trisection means what? A line is divided by 3 points, which is divided into 3 parts. Divided into 3 parts. So I have it here a point and here a point. So let me tell this is a point C and this is a point D. So a trisection, which means a 3 parts. So a line which is divided into 3 parts. Is this clear? Which is 3 equal parts. So trisection, which means 3 equal parts. So how do we do it? How do we find the other 2 coordinates, which is C and D? So let's have this as A, which is 4, minus 1, and B, which is minus 2, minus 3. Minus 2, minus 3. So how do we find the coordinates over here? So let me say this CB, let C be x1, y1, and let this D be x2, y2. Now when I have to find these points, how do I do it? Yes, children, so think over it. How do I do it? Because there is no ratio which is given. How is this divided by? But we know that it's a trisection. If it is a trisection, which means that the AC is equal to CD, which is equal to DB. So I will write down like this, which means that AC is equal to CD, which is equal to BD or DB, which is because of trisection. So now what can I do is like, because it's a trisection, so which means that this ratio AC is 1 is to this complete ratio BC is 2, Why? Because I cannot find simultaneously at a time C and D. So I will consider first AC and BC. Why? Because a point C is between two points. So when I do this, which is like this, I will find C x1 comma y1, which is like this. C is a point wherein the ratio is 1:2. So from the section formula I have m1, which is 1, into x2, which is -2, plus m2, which is 2, into x1, which is 4, divided by m1 plus m2. So 1 plus 2. Then I have it as m1, again 1, into y2, which is -3, plus m2 into y1, which is -1, divided by 1 plus 2. So now what happens? 1 into -2, which is -2, 2 into 4, which is 8, divided by 3. Then I have it as 1 into -3, plus 2 into -1, -2, divided by 3. So then I have -2 plus 8, which is 6 by 3, -3 minus 2, which is -5 by 3. So where we can write down this as 3 ones are 3 twos are, and -5 by 3 as itself. So this is the point C. Now similarly, let's find the point D. To find the point D, I'll consider in the same way that this is dividing by 1. DB is in the 1 ratio and AD is in 2 ratios. So wherein the ratio, which is 2:1 now. So I can find it, the point D, which is x2 comma y2. So they are asked us to find the coordinates. We have to find the other coordinate, which is D. So I will use again the section formula, which is m1, which is 2, into x2, which is -2, plus m2, which is 1, into x1, which is 4, divided by m1 plus m2, 2 plus 1. Then I have it as m1, which is 2, into y2, -3, plus m1, which is m2, which is 1, into y1, which is -1, divided by 2 plus 1. So now wherein I have it as 2 into -2, which is -4 plus 4, divided by 3, -2 into -3, which is -6, plus 1 into -1, which is -1, divided by 3. -4 plus 4, which is 0 by 3, -6 minus 1 is -7 by 3. So I get it as 0 by 3 is nothing but 0, comma -7 by 3. So let this be in fraction. If you simplify it, you will get it as in the decimal. So let it be in this way. So you get it as -0 comma -7 by 3 is D, and 2 comma -5 by 3 is C. So this is how you find the coordinates when there is no ratio given, but only one thing which is given here. It is divided into a trisection, a line segment which is divided into trisection, which means 3 equal parts. So based on that, we considered the ratio, wherein all the 3 parts which are equal. So we considered 1 point between the 2 points, then consider the ratio as 1:2 and 2:1. Is this clear? Hope it was easy. Thank you. Let's move on to the next question. So this is the next question. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points -3, 10 and 6, -8 is divided by -1, 6. So I have to find the ratio, which means m1 is to m2. So how do we do it? So where the ratio is not given, so I will consider the ratio which is in the like k is to 1, because so in the last problem when we did it, we considered a line segment is divided, was given it's in trisection. So this line segment will also be divided and might be in the trisection or anything. So I considered it as 1 and it is k. So it is k is to 1. So it will be very easy to find the ratio. So which means that the given coordinates are like this, which is minus 3 comma 10, and the other coordinate which is 6 comma minus 8. So which is nothing but x1 y1 x2 y2. So the other point which is minus 1 comma 6. So when we consider this in the ratio, which is equal to, I take minus 1 comma 6 directly in the section formula, wherein I have it as m1, which is nothing but k, into x2, which is 6, plus m2, which is 1, into x1, which is minus 3, divided by m1 plus m2, which is k plus 1, comma m1, which is k, into y2, which is minus 8, plus m2, which is 1, into 10, which is k plus 1. So from this, I don't know k value, I have to find the k value. So I will consider this thing. So what is that is like, I'll consider any one of the coordinate, which is x comma y, x comma y. So I'll consider this x. So what is this one? Minus 1 is equal to k into 6, which is 6k, plus 1 into minus 3, which is minus 3, divided by k plus 1. So when I cross multiply it, I get it as k plus 1 into minus 1, which is minus into k plus 1, which is equal to 6k minus 3. When I simplify this further, you can see that minus k minus 1 is equal to 6k minus 3. So I get it as minus 6k, I take 6k this side, minus k is equal to minus 1 on the other side, minus 3 plus 1. So minus 6k minus k is minus 7k, which is equal to minus 3 plus 1. Minus 3 plus 1 is nothing but minus 2. So you can have this k is equal to minus 2 by minus 7, which is nothing but 2 by 7, which means that the ratio which is given is nothing but k is equal to 2 by 7, which means that the ratio is nothing but 2 is to 7. The ratio is nothing but 2 is to 7. 2 is to 7. Is it clear? So the ratio, how did we get it? We just applied in the section formula. We consider only one coordinate, which is x, is equal to this part. So we simplified this, we got the value of k. When you are going to apply on this, k is equal to 2 by 7. So let's see, you can see by this way also, k is equal to 2 by 7 is to 1, which is nothing but 2 by 7 whole divided by 1, which means 2 by 7, which means k is to 1, which is equal to 2 by 7, which means the given ratio is nothing but 2 is to 7. I hope it was clear. So let's move on to the next question. So this is the next question. Find the coordinates of a point A where AB is the diameter of a circle whose center is 2, minus 3 and B is 1, 4. So the question is given like this. There's a circle and its diameter is AB. uh, of a circle whose center is 2 comma minus 3. So there is a center which is given already 2 comma minus 3 and B is 1 comma 4. So I have to find the point A, which is x comma y. How do I do it? So it's very easy. Again we are going to use it by section formula. What does the section formula tell? What does the section formula tell? So the section formula is nothing but like this, which is given that 2 comma minus 3. So but instead of using the section formula, because O is the midpoint of AB, so I will use the midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula? The midpoint formula is nothing but x1 plus x2 or x2 plus x1 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So I have the midpoint already, so this is the midpoint. So midpoint is 2 comma minus 3, which is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2, and whereas 4 plus y divided by 2. So in this I will consider, as we did it before also, I have to find x and y value, so I will consider this and this. Then I will consider this 3 and this thing. So let me circle it if you want it. I'll consider this minus 3 is equal to 4 plus y. Then I will consider this plus 2 is equal to x plus 1 by 2. So when we do it, where 2 is equal to x plus 1 divided by 2. So from this I get it as 2 into 2, I'll cross multiply, which is 4 is equal to x plus 1. Therefore 4 minus 1 is equal to x, which means 3 is equal to x, which means x is equal to 3. Similarly, when I do it, consider minus 3 is equal to 4 plus y whole divided by 2. I cross multiply it, I get minus 3 into 2 is minus 6 is equal to 4 plus y. So when I transform 4 on the other side, I get it as minus 6 minus 4, which is equal to y, where I get as minus 10. Minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10, which means y is equal to minus 10. So the coordinate of A, which is nothing but 3 comma minus 10, is the coordinate of A. I hope it was very easy and simple. So what did we do? We did it from the midpoint formula. What is the midpoint formula? x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2, which was already given a point. Means what? The midpoint is given already. There is 2 comma minus 3 is the center of the diameter. So it is a midpoint. So we consider 2 comma minus 3 is equal to x plus 1 by 2 comma 4 plus y by 2. Then we considered the x is equal to the x, so we have got it like this. Then y is equal to y. Then we simplified for y and x. So children, it's very easy. So let's move on to the next question now.